Hey everybody, it's me, Sven Sharpen here, bringing you day number 58 of Let's Talk About Autism. Before we get started, how about you hit the like and subscribe button down below? It'll help me out a lot. But yeah, today's video is about the fact, this isn't a rumor, I promise you it's a fact, that the special education programs, you know, the stuff I talked about yesterday, plus extra, is in fact mandated for us. People don't think this is true, but it most certainly is. Like, in my case, I was put through things like early intervention and all these needless programs and needless, like, medication. That's a different part, but needless special education that doesn't treat us very well, and I'll explain that one tomorrow. But you're forced into this stuff not by choice, and it's not your choice, and it's really not even your parents' choice either. It's this communistic, technocratic, totalitarian force that is forcing us to do this stuff, and it's just it's cruel and it's evil. And I mean, what it basically sends the message of every kid on the spectrum or neurodivergent kid is somehow weird or doesn't fit in or is not worthy of normal classes. That's the kind of message that gets sent to autistic kids and their families, so, and of course everyone in the school. So it's reputation ruining, and it just doesn't work very well. So that's the issue. It's mandated for us. Not to mention, it completely wrecks our school choice. So AN is only at 2 high schools in this county, which has 16. There are 16 high schools in this county, of which have an AN program. It was 2, and until just a few years ago, it was 1. So, and the second one was the high school I graduated from. So I could not go to my neighborhood high school for the first year of my high school because there was no AN program. Even though that's ridiculous, I would do fine without special education. And frankly, most autistic people could. We would totally be able, like the teacher themselves would be able to provide the accommodations that we really need. They can say, oh, if you need extra time for an assignment, here you go. It's really not that difficult. You don't need special education. I mean, I get that some people might, like SSN, like I get that there are some kids that do have profound disabilities, but to assume that 100% of neurodivergent kids are profoundly disabled and therefore need special education and will fail without it is a straight up lie and hoax, and frankly will not fly in the current system. It's un-American and it's gotta go. We can have special education, but it should be improved. It should listen to us, and if anything, it should be voluntary. It should not be mandated for us. We should be able to choose, and really, more likely our parents. The families of autistic children get to choose whether their kids need programs, not the government. The government has zero power to make that decision, and it's unconstitutional for them to think they can make that decision. Same goes for Big Pharma. Big Pharma has no right to force your kid into special education. They should only be able to, like, have special education if they're not doing well, like seriously failing without it. They should try without it first, and then if you really actually going to fail without it, need it, then it should be voluntary. Or, you know, some of us might need accommodations, but like don't really use them, or like maybe they're there for convenience. But even then, if you don't need the programs, you don't need the programs. So that's the sort of moral of this. You do not need special education. And to mandate special education for 100% of people on the spectrum is ridiculous, and it's communist and has got to be put to an end. Thank you very much for watching. That was day 58. I'll see you for day 59. Goodbye.